For a long time, people believed something simple. Saving money was safe. Investing was risky. Many of us grew up hearing the same advice. Put your money in the bank. Avoid the market. Do not take chances. Just save and you will be fine. And in the past, that advice made sense. If your money stayed in the bank, the number usually did not go down. Stocks moved up and down, so they looked dangerous. Cash looked calm, stable, and safe. But today, the world is different. And because the world has changed, the meaning of safety has changed too. That is what this video is about. Why saving money is no longer as safe as it seems. Why doing nothing with your money can actually be a hidden risk. And why investing is no longer just for wealthy people, but something ordinary people need to understand. Let's start with one important idea. A stable number does not always mean real safety. Imagine you have $10,000 in your bank account. 1 year later, it still says $10,000. At first, that feels safe. Nothing changed. But what if prices went up during that year? What if food cost more? What if rent went up? What if electricity, insurance, gas and daily expenses all became more expensive? Then your money may look the same, but it is not the same. It buys less. That is inflation. Inflation quietly reduces the value of cash over time. It does not feel dramatic. It does not hit all at once. It works slowly, almost silently. That is why so many people underestimate it. When the stock market drops, people notice right away. They get nervous. They call it dangerous. But when cash loses value little by little, most people stay calm. Why? Because the number in the bank account still looks stable. But real safety is not just about keeping the number the same. Real safety is about protecting what your money can actually do for you in the future. If your money buys less every year, then keeping all of it in cash is not true protection. It only feels safe because the loss is harder to see. Now, this does not mean cash is useless. Cash matters. Emergency savings matter. Everyone needs money they can access quickly when life goes wrong. Unexpected things happen. Medical bills happen. Car repairs happen. Job changes happen. Family emergencies happen. So yes, cash is important. But keeping all your wealth in cash is where the problem begins. Because in today's world, doing nothing is not neutral anymore. If prices keep rising and your money stays still, then standing still is actually moving backward. That is the mindset shift many people still have not made. For years, people saw saving as safety and investing as danger. But now that picture is starting to flip. Today, holding only cash can be risky, and long-term investing can be one of the smartest ways to protect yourself. Now let's be clear, this does not mean every investment is good. It does not mean you should throw all your money into the market. And it definitely does not mean chasing hype or trying to get rich overnight. That is not investing. That is gambling. Real investing is much simpler. It means putting your money into assets that have the chance to grow over time. Around the world, companies are building products, solving problems, moving goods, creating technology and making money. Some of those businesses grow over the years. When you invest, you give your money a chance to grow with that progress, instead of leaving it completely still. That is the key difference. Cash stays where it is. Invested money has the chance to grow. And for most people, this does not mean picking one perfect stock. It does not mean being a financial genius. It does not mean watching the market every day. For ordinary people, one of the most important ideas is diversification. Diversification means spreading your money across many companies, industries, and sometimes countries. Instead of betting everything on one idea, you spread risk. Why does that matter? Because one company can fail, one industry can struggle, one country can go through a hard time. But if your money is spread across many strong businesses, you are not relying on one winner. You are relying on long-term human progress. And history shows that even when the world goes through crises, people keep building. There are recessions, there are market crashes, there are wars, pandemics, and uncertainty. But even then, businesses adapt. Technology improves. People keep working. The economy keeps moving. That does not mean growth is smooth. Markets rise and fall. There are painful moments. There is fear. But over the long run, diversified, investing has often been one of the best ways to protect purchasing power. And that is the real goal. Not just protecting a number. Protecting your future quality of life. That is where many people get trapped. They think safety means no movement, no volatility, no change. But in an inflationary world, no movement can be dangerous too. Think of an ice cube locked inside a safe box. The box is secure. Nobody can steal it. It looks protected. But if the room keeps getting warmer, the ice still melts. That is what cash can become when prices keep rising. It looks safe because it is sitting still, but its real value slowly fades away. That is why some people say cash is no longer king. It is a melting ice cube. And the message is simple. If your money is not growing at all while the cost of living keeps rising, you are quietly losing ground. So the real question is not only, is investing risky? A better question is, what happens if I never invest at all? Because that choice has risk too. A hidden risk, a slow risk, a quiet risk. You may not feel it right away, but over time it becomes obvious. Life gets more expensive, your money stays still, and the gap keeps getting wider. That is one reason so many people feel stuck today. They work hard, they save money, they try to be responsible, and still it feels like they are falling behind. That does not always mean they are doing something wrong. Sometimes it means the rules changed, but the advice did not. Older generations often gave good advice for the world they lived in. They believed in saving because they wanted safety and stability. There was love in that advice. But a strategy that worked in one era does not always work the same way in another. Today, people need a new framework. Not a reckless one, not a greedy one, not a fake get-rich-quick mindset. A practical one. Keep emergency cash. Learn the basics. Avoid hype. Invest slowly. Diversify widely. Think long-term. That advice may sound boring, but boring is often powerful. Most people do not need excitement when it comes to money. They need protection. They need stability. They need a better way to handle the future. And that is what long-term investing can offer. Not perfection, not guarantees, but a better position than doing nothing. That is the heart of this message. Doing nothing with your money is also a decision. And today, it may be one of the riskiest decisions you can make. This is not about saying cash is bad. Cash has a purpose. It gives flexibility. It gives security in emergencies. But cash alone is no longer enough. If all your money is sitting still, while life keeps getting more expensive, then you are not fully protected. You are just losing in a quieter way. That is why investing matters now more than ever. It is not only a tool for building wealth, it is also a tool for defending your future, a way to help your money keep up, a way to fight inflation, a way to avoid becoming poorer without even realizing it. And maybe that is the biggest shift of all. For years, people believed investing was the gamble. But now, in many ways, doing nothing is the real gamble. Because you are betting that inflation will not hurt you. You are betting that rising costs will not damage your future. You are betting that cash will stay strong enough on its own. That is a bigger bet than many people realize. So the next time someone says saving money is always the safest choice, stop and think. Safe from what? Safe from market swings, maybe. But safe from inflation. Safe from rising living costs. Safe from losing purchasing power year after year. Not always. Real safety today is not just about where your money sits. It is about whether your money can still protect your life later. That is the new reality. And once you understand that, investing stops looking reckless. It starts looking like preparation, not greed, not hype, not gambling. Preparation. So here is the simple takeaway. Save money for emergencies. Be careful. Be smart. But do not confuse stillness with safety. Because today, the biggest financial risk may not be market volatility. It may be doing nothing at all. Thanks for watching. If this video changed the way you think about money, leave a comment below. Do you still believe saving is the safest path? Or do you think the rules have changed? And if you want more clear and simple ideas about money, the future and modern life, subscribe to the channel.